Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is the Slave Dynasty Chronicles episode number 45. And here we are in springtime and it's raining and well, yeah, you might think it was England rather than Hidden Springs, but there you are. No, it is in fact Hidden Springs, and we are here with Carl, and he's meeting up with Alexis White, who he first met and got on rather well with at Jennifer Boswick's party a day or two ago. So they're going on just a sort of a meet-up. I wouldn't call it a date as such. They're just sort of meeting up to see how well they get on outside of the party environment. And it's not started too well. I think this happened somewhat off camera while I was dealing with some other member of the family, and Carl said something to Alexis which a little bit upset her. So what he's doing, if I check, yeah, he's apologising to her now, which I'm sure she'll accept. She'll be generous and understand that it was a slip of the tongue, and he really ought to be wearing outdoor weather in his outdoor clothes. Outdoor weather. He ought to be wearing outdoor clothes in this outdoor weather because it is a bit wet, and he's not the youngest spring chicken in the coop. Is that a suitable metaphor? I've no idea. Anyway, they're going to have a sort of meal and just a quiet chat together in the Flying V coffee house, which, as you can see, is kind of popular, despite the appalling weather that we have here. The rest of the family, most of them are actually at home wrapping up their days. Desirée has cooked tomorrow's meal, and Deborah has cooked tomorrow's meal. She is the only one that can cook, I think. So that's ready for tomorrow, and Johnny is sort of wrapping up his meal for the evening. He's having a final meal, not the final meal, obviously, I hope. And then he'll head off to bed, and indeed the two babies, Ethan and Ericsson, are already in their cribs for the night. Deborah, I've got too many people here, I'm forgetting all their names. Dolly, I've got it pointed to, so why didn't I remember? Dolly, that's her. Had a very exciting day today, because it is in fact late evening now, isn't it, 9:30 p.m. She had a very exciting day dealing with a disaster. Llamas let loose in one of the business districts, so she's dealt with that, so she's heading off to bed, while Desirée is still here at the bar, which is actually, it's very lively. I haven't seen it this lively for quite some time. She's been flirting with this chappie here, who she's kind of met through online dating, Matthew White. I'm not entirely sure he's the best fit for her, but and she's chatting currently to Ivan, who's her sort of main focus for friendship romance, possibly, at the moment. But she's obviously dipping her toes in other media, as it were. He's a mixologist here, and she's kind of standing in for him at the moment, as you can tell, obviously. So, what we'll do, we'll kind of sort of wrap this little evening up. Well, that's very muted applause, isn't it? That's because the game's paused. Yeah, people did like it. That's it, Desirée. You did offer to stand in as bartender. I wonder if this chappie Jeremy will ask for food at the bar. Okay, so Carl is eating. Now, is she going to serve a drink to anybody? No, he's going home. Oh dear, this is a very dull exercise, isn't it, for you, Desirée? Come on, customers. Look, there must be a customer here somewhere. Well, everyone's hungry, but the bar serves food. Well, how's the kitchen closed? I don't know. Well, Ivan's obviously doing the mine host thing very nicely, while Desirée looks on, looking bored. Oh dear. Can she actually... No, not Desirée. Can she practice mixology? Choose ingredients for the... Oh, stock bar. How does that work? I did a little bit of reading up on mixology skill, because it's not something I've ever actually done before. Now, I think if she actually had some produce in her inventory, I think she could stock the bar with it, which would improve the quality of drinks that she can make. I think that's how it works. That's what we'll do in future. I'll try and remember that. Can she choose ingredients for the next drink? Pick ingredients manually. There are none. Oh dear. Auto pick ingredients. Well, it'll have to be that then. Well, that's a pity. I should have planned this, shouldn't I? If I was a proper storyteller, I would have planned that. Okay, we'll just leave Desirée for a moment. Carl's dining in with Alexis, and it looks like everyone else has gone to bed. And Deborah's on her way, presumably. She's in the shower right now. What's her? Yeah, that's all fine. So, are we going to see Desirée serve anybody any drinks? I wonder what time the bar closes here. There probably is a time on it, isn't there? Who's this wish here? Pick up Ethan. Oh, I'm not going to worry about those. Oh, she could have a drink. Become friends with Ivan. Yes, she does, actually. Has she not had a kiss yet? Oh. Yeah, she definitely does need to become friends with Ivan. But you can't do that while she's a mixologist, can you? Presumably. Oh, hello. Who's that? Coming down this... Oh! Right. Oh, I don't come up here very often. Oh, there is actually a... Oh, damn. This lot was created... I'm sure I've looked at this lot before. No, I'm such an idiot. This lot was created for me by a person whose name I've forgotten. I'm awfully sorry. I'll link it again in the description. As part of a sort of gift exchange thing on the Sims 3 forum. And I'd quite forgotten that there's actually an oven up here where I can set the food and hire a chef. And oh goodness, now why aren't they actually? Because I haven't hired a chef. Shall I hire a chef? I'll hire a chef. Okay, which means they won't have to make they won't all have to make their own food. Oh dear. Well, are they coming back into the bar to eat it? They are. Through the driving rain. Oh no. Oh, I am so embarrassed. Really. Right, I will take care. I will set a menu for the lot. I think it'll be a fairly straightforward bar menu. Oh, are you going to serve him a drink? No, you can't do anything. Oh, she needs to go to the toilet, does she? Oh, she does. I think you best rush off there then, dear. Is there a separate... There's the ladies over there. Oh, it's 11:06. Oh, hang on. Right. Oh, right. Somehow, despite me not seeing her doing it, Desirée earns 17 simoleons for mixing drinks. Well, that's not bad, actually. So, well, they've obviously finished their meal. This is Carl and Alexis. Oh, he's got an umbrella now. That's fine. So they're going to enthuse about dogs. There is no toilet nearby, is there, for him to deal with his upcoming urgent bladder needs, and he is also getting a bit tired, so now what should we do? Don't want it to be a room. I can't deal with any more people living in the house. We will gossip. Now, can we get to know her? Have I had this problem before? So have we got any Well, I think he'll compliment her appearance. Oh, she's being quite receptive. That's good. And I think flowers, because he's that sort of chap. Ooh, do we know? We don't know what colour she likes. We will make precious pink. That will do, I think. Okay, right, now it's getting very late and they are going to get very wet in a moment, so I think they will just have an amorous hug, and then I think these tourists don't appear to be going anywhere, do they? It's a pity you can't sort of can you give a kiss on the cheek kind of thing? A sort of a kind of affectionate but not overly romantic, if I may use that term. So I think we'll say goodbye. That's good. Nice affectionate hug. Right. Love Day's coming up. Right. So Alexis really did like spending time with Carl, which is good. Okay. Desirée, I think it's actually time you came home. What's going on with baby Ethan? Is he being a pain? I think he is. It's hunger. So Johnny is going to have to feed him. And you're not going to wake him with a megaphone. No. Can you hold him? I'm afraid you're going to have to get out of bed, Johnny. I think Desirée will just have a quick snack when she gets home. Just a yogurt, and then she can go to bed. Okay, now having held him, can you feed him through with a bottle? I don't really want to feed him on the floor. No, he doesn't take bottle anymore, does he? By the look of it. Give him a... Oh, stop screaming, boy. As you can see, I'm a very affectionate, caring and understanding kind of father figure. Unlike Johnny here, who's quite simply an adorable father. No, feed him on the floor, I'm afraid, then. Why do they scream when they're being dealt with? That is quite annoying, because it now means that Deborah's had to wake up as well, and she's not going to be happy, especially when she needs to go to the toilet as well. Exactly. Annoying child. No, Johnny, you can't go back to bed. You've got to keep an eye on him so you can put him back in his crib. What's Carl doing? He should have gone to the toilet first, but he didn't. Right, Deborah. You're sleeping that side. Not that it makes much difference. Johnny, no! Oh well, Johnny's gone back to bed, so we'll have... Did I... Oh, I just got Deborah out of bed. I'm so sorry, my mouse. Right, so Deborah can pick him up and put him back in his crib. There you go. Seeing as Johnny's already snuck back into bed. I am sorry, Dolly. Okay, we'll get Dolly back into bed. I'm so sorry for that. There you go. Back to sleep. Okay, so now that everyone's actually gone to bed, this doesn't make for terribly exciting viewing. Come on, Deborah. What are you doing? Go to bed. You're still tired too. No, don't critique stuff. Right, now that everyone's gone to bed, which, as I said, isn't terribly exciting viewing, I will fast forward a little bit until the morning, and hopefully something exciting might happen, and we will rejoin it there. I'll see you in a bit of a flash and a fade, really. See you soon. Well, here we are again, and we've moved things on a little bit. It's been quite a dull morning, really, just ordinary things going on. The babies the babies are the young children are pretty much asleep. Have been all morning, really, so that they've not been terribly entertaining. And everyone else has just been going around their chores and tidying themselves up and stuff. So I've skipped all that in that lovely little fade. So we've moved on. Dolly, of course, has gone to work. She did have a few sort of hygiene needs, so she's dealt with those, and we'll just go and check in on her in a moment. Now, you may recall in the early morning section I discovered, actually no, it was the wrap up of last night, wasn't it? I'm recording this actually in two parts because it was getting so dull in the morning. I kind of stopped recording. I've started again in the hope that something more interesting might happen, and I'm moving things on a little bit, I hope. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Discovered at the top of the Shady Shamrock, whatever it's called, pub, where Desirée and Ivan Hummel tended to hang out together. There was a restaurant on the top floor, which I'd completely forgotten about. So what I've done in that little fade we just saw earlier is I've set up a menu for it, a sort of basic pub grub kind of simple food that you might get in an establishment like that, and hired a chef who hopefully has turned up. But when I came out of Edit Town, Ivan Hummel was no longer shown there as the mixologist, as the bartender. Now, Desirée did try to ring him earlier while you weren't watching, and it said he was at work. Now, I'm hoping he will actually turn up again at the Shady Shamrock. Otherwise, I'm going to have to hunt him down. I've no idea where the heck he's working. But seeing as he wasn't there this morning, I sent Desirée off. Where have I sent her? To another pub, of course. And this one is a sports bar. Oh dear, I'm not quite sure where he's got a ring thought above his head. But this barman, this is a sports bar, so obviously the bar staff aren't quite so attractive. No, while I was having been interrupted by my save gain mod, I really should apologise for being quite so rude about sports bar staff. And I'm sure there are some sports-oriented drinking venues where the staff are particularly attractive and charming and lovely. But what I'll suggest here, to try and dig myself out of that little hole, is that this fellow here, what's his name? Jess Hampton, may not be to Desiree's particular taste. I mean, considering she's been chasing Ivan Hummel and Matthew White, he's a different kind of person. Anyway, let's leave her to that and get myself quickly out of there. Now, Dolly, as I said, was at work. And lo and behold, Mika Grace is at work today. Yes! I did actually happen to notice, while Desirée was arriving at the sports bar, that Fred Peck, the other firefighting colleague, was running into the cinema. Not quite sure why. Maybe there was some emergency there that he hasn't told us about. But at last, we've got a chance here, if I can get the mouse in control, for Dolly to get better acquainted with Mika. And I'm hoping to get some sort of romance going on here. Mika has actually been in town for a while, so he might be that bit older than Dolly. So I'm not quite sure how that may pan out. But sometimes aging and story progression in the game is a bit odd. So, well, we'll see how it pans out. Anyway, I've left them with a string of interactions to get by for the moment, while we have a quick check on everyone else. Johnny, right, he's just left baby Ethan to play with his friend. Does he need feeding? Well, actually, he probably does. So we could feed him on the be picked up. Actually, no, let's not do that. Oh, we also toss him in the air. Well, we could do that. Yeah. Yeah, if I manually stick it in there, and then we will attack him with the claw, and then we can feed him on the floor. That will do. Deborah needs to earn a little bit more money to progress in her painting career. And Carl, he's fine. He's out gardening, picking up all his stuff. And Ericsson, he's on his lonesome in the dark. Oh dear, in the dark. Yeah, asleep in the snug along a thingy. What's it? Shaky chair. I can never remember what it's called. Actually, let's get Johnny. We ought to bring everyone downstairs. So actually, we'll deal with that in a minute. I'll try and not get too confused and complicated. Right, Dolly. Right, I need one of my daughters to have a romance. I need to get something going along here. Hello. Okay.
Zuni.
What's going? What? What's going on with those two? What are they doing? Oh, they're going to sit together and chat. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I'm hearing doors going. There's nobody else turned up. It is fun getting to know... Yes, I know it is. You should already know him reasonably well. We need to know him a bit more than that. Talk... No. Ask about day. Oh, we can't do any romancing while they're sat down. Okay, Desiree's bought her drink. Oh, and hey! Tasha, Frozen OJ has turned up at the sports bar. I didn't know it was your sort of place, my dear. Well, just a word. Tasha has actually just returned to YouTube. She's had to take a leave of absence for a few months, as you may know. But she recently released a December update on her channel, and she hopes to sort of get back into the swing of recording and putting up videos again on a reasonably regular basis as she feels able. And I do hope you go along and subscribe to her channel and support her efforts. She is a lovely lady. In real life, that is. I mean, I don't know her in real life as such, only virtually, but through The Sims. But she's been a lovely member of the community, so please do go along and support her. Frozen OJ, I'm subscribed to her. You should find her in my links somewhere. That's how it works, I think. But shall we get Desiree to talk to Tasha? I think we should. Okay. So what are they doing? Oh, she's a lively one, this Tasha. Yep. Being friendly. It's a very sports bar kind of music, isn't it, actually? So let's ask about career. Let's get to know you. Let's have a general chit chat. Let's tell a funny story, and that'll do for now. These interactions go by so fast. They're still sat there. Oh dear. That's let's get in there. Oh, these blinking walls. Tab mode, will that work? That's an interesting pose. He doesn't look terribly open and receptive to her, does he? That's a very closed kind of posture, I think. Which is interesting and quite plausible, because he is... we can't really tell without talking to him, can we? I think you should stand up, girl. Because you can't do what you want to do while you're sat down. So go here. He is actually a loner, as we'll see in his traits. Okay. No, you're not going to paint, Mika. So... talk about... let's share a secret. I really love that beard. Is it no? See, we don't know a great deal about him apart from being a loner. Okay, now can we get to romantic? Ask if single. Actually, do we know if he's single already? We can't tell from there, can we? Romantic. Ask sign. Romantic. Yes, we know you're a firefighter. Compliment personality. Okay, they're getting on quite well so far. He is single. Most excellent. And a flirtatious joke. That always goes down quite well, I think. Everyone else at home is behaving themselves. Actually, what's Ethan doing? Ethan's playing with his... I want to check up on Ethan because, well, I've got plans for him. He's not playing with his toys. He's much rather playing with Nelson, isn't it? I think his little friend. I had hoped that Johnny... What's Johnny up to? Johnny's downstairs. Oh, he's sort of watching baby by while playing the computer. So chat with someone. He did want to speak to Minzy because he needs another friend to improve his... Actually, she might be free now. Chat. He needs another friend to improve his charisma skill. So I'm trying to get him. He's only got his immediate family and Jeremy Bostwick at the moment, so he needs a couple more. But she was out earlier, so hopefully she'll be free now. Okay, back to the fire station. Okay, not. I'm hearing noises. Ah, who's that? Harvey Chance, a paparazzi. Okay, that's yeah, a very cute outfit. Okay. I see flirtatiousness being accepted. That's good. Okay, let's flirt properly, shall we? Oh yes. Okay, so I had Carl doing some gardening because he is the gardener of the household, so he's completed his Master Farmer Skill Challenge, whatever that might mean. So if I click on that, whoops, didn't actually need to go to him, but here we are. Oh, hang on, he's got more turned up. He only had one gnome before. I've got two. Oh heck! I wonder what benefits accrue from having it's not that I want his skills, isn't it? I want his gardening journal. So the Master Farmer, 650 fruits and veg. Oh, he is top. He is most excellent. He should still be tending, so that's fine. Once he's done that, he'll probably want a shower. So once he's done that, what I'll do is see if I can line all this up and see if it will take and remember. So he will have a shower once he's done that, and then I'll send him to the consignment store, which is somewhere down. Yeah, for some reason on my map it never shows up, which is most odd. I can't honestly remember if it's one that came with built into Hidden Springs or whether I added it. Okay, that should set up the interaction immediately. Oh, excellent. Johnny is chatting with Minzy Shu, so hopefully he will garner an extra friend. Deborah's still painting. Ethan's still playing with his little friend. Desirée is engaged in conversation with Tasha Frogen. Oh, there's somebody else turned up, Elizabeth White. This is curious, isn't it? I mean, generally speaking, you think of a sports bar as a predominantly male preserve. Here you see the downstairs. I'm not worried about that, there's nobody there. But apart from the barkeep, it's an entirely female clientele, which is cool. Well, this is indeed 2016 still. Although I dare say it will very soon be 2017, depending on, or it might even be already, depending on when you're watching this. So I will. Do they need to do any more chatting? Could they? What do we know about her? Oh, nothing. We need to get to know her a bit more. Oh, Desiree's got romance. Oh, romance is in the air. I could have her romancing a lady. That would be novel. That'd be new for her. No, I think I'm going to keep her romancing chaps. I think that's what we'll keep her preferences to. But we could indeed have a dance with Tasha. Why not? Okay, Dolly. Ooh, deck. Right, we need to keep this going. Can you go for a heat of the moment kiss? You shouldn't do this in the workplace. Oh, I say, he doesn't mind that at all. Oh dear, right. What the heck am I doing now? Oh my goodness, I've got these two couple romancing away at the workplace, at a fire station of all places, where they're supposed to be here looking out for the safety of all the citizens of Hidden Springs. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. They've done the first kiss. Let's have an embrace.